What is up, guys? Welcome back to a new video, and this one is gonna be a Road to Utopia number 11. Obviously it's been a while since I've done a Road to Utopia. I haven't done it in about 2 weeks. I think it's been 2 weeks. Our journey to Utopia is currently heating up as we go. This one is probably gonna be the most ambitious one, probably the one that we're gonna get the most amount of hope from, that the album's gonna be coming out soon. So yeah, let's go straight into it. First off, we're gonna start with a Roddy Ricch and Travis Scott snippet was played a few days ago.
I got some cougars that put me on game, and my young bitches suck out your soul.
Roddy Ricch himself posted on his story, and honestly, guys, this might be one of the best snippets we've gotten so far. Like, this is so catchy and so fire. Obviously, Roddy did tweet out, I think a few minutes before that, the title of the song, AEIO. That's kind of how the hook goes. Obviously, he tagged Travis Scott to that tweet, so this pretty much kind of confirms that they do have some songs. Now, we already knew they had music in the works. I think it was back in 2020-ish, 2020-ish, where Roddy posted him and Travis at the Utopia camp when they were back in Mexico. I think in Cabo. I'm not too sure, but I think it was in Cabo. I think he was there. I think Snot was also there, the producer slash artist, and I think there was other people that was there. I'm pretty sure Weezy was there as well. But yeah, I think this was a song that they got from there as well, and he hasn't dropped it. Obviously, in an interview, Roddy Ricch did also mention that he didn't add any Travis songs on his last project that came out a few weeks after the whole Astrofest incident. He said out of respect of Travis and the whole situation, he wouldn't release any features that he has with them at the time. It has been a while since that's happened. Travis has kind of gotten back in the good graces of everybody in the media, so this could potentially be a new release that's coming out soon. Roddy Ricch did release a new album, I think a while ago. I think end of the year. It wasn't received too well, but obviously it was received way better than the one before that, Feed the Streets 3. But yeah, I'm very excited for this one. It sounds very catchy. It sounds like Travis could definitely do something on this one. Now, another thing we need to be talking about is how many concerts this guy is going to be having between the beginning of March all the way near the end of July. And it's going to be so much different concerts, guys. Like, listen to this. Between March and July, he's going to have about 12 different sets of concert. That is kind of crazy for someone who hasn't dropped an album in 5 years. Obviously, all these concerts are going to be everywhere around the world, from Israel all the way to Portugal to Netherlands, Belgium, Thailand, Saudi Arabia, London, England. I mean, this guy's going to be everywhere, and that is very good to hear, because the one thing you'd want ahead of your album that you haven't dropped in ages is a good rollout, a good promotion run, and this is better than anything, honestly. His first concert starts Rolling Loud, California. He's going to be headlining, and this one starts in March, the 4th of March, and this is very significant because that's just in a month, about a month. But before that, him and the NBA hit a deal for him to be performing or hosting all throughout the All-Star weekend, and it's going to be starting on the 17th all the way to the 18th. Cactus Jack is going to be there pretty much. It's going to be Don, Travis, Sheck West, Chase B. They're all going to be performing all night, and we never know, potentially we could be getting some snippets, some songs we haven't heard before. But honestly, I kind of doubt that. Like, these guys just don't do anything anymore. Like, at this point, I'm just waiting for the album to come out. Now, as I was talking about, the one thing about all these concerts is kind of iffy for me, because I did kind of expect a Utopia world tour or a big tour that he's going to be having with Utopia. If he has this tour starting now, beginning of March, all the way till July, could we see a second half tour, just Utopia, probably September all the way down to December, or probably a bit longer than that, just a world tour, just Utopia, and the album could come out between either April or July? That could probably be a good plan that I could kind of see him doing, but at the same time, he's so unpredictable. You don't even know what this guy can be doing. He could, honestly, I'm not even joking, this guy could go this whole tour and not drop the album, and I would not be surprised one bit. but it's Travis, man. We don't know what this guy's doing. Hopefully we do get some new music though. Recently, Travis has not been very vocal in the media. It's been weird. I know that him and Kylie Jenner recently just split up, and that was kind of big news, but I don't know what it is. I usually tend to stay away from the family side of his life. I don't really know much about his family side. There's not really too much interest I have. The one thing that everybody knows whenever an artist or someone that just produces anything in an art form goes through something in their life, obviously that always replicate in their art. And anytime heartbreak hits an artist, especially a music artist, you're usually about to get some of their best work, some of those most raw work. It's almost like the emotions pouring out of them, or they're being forced to because another situation in their life is really like entertaining that. I kind of do feel like we should be getting a really raw Travis, but either way, I was expecting this album to be very good. I was expecting this album to be very much chill. I am expecting this album to be very much chill, but yeah, I really do. Now for this week's theory of the week that we're gonna be getting from the Discord. So obviously for this week, for the theory of the week is coming from Astro again, second week in a row. Congratulations, Astro. He pretty much said a kind of an old theory that I've been hearing for about a few years now. It's still kind of ringing true to this day, and his theory is the big Utopia chain theory that's been going around. And that theory is pretty much every artist that you're gonna be seeing with the Utopia chain is basically on the album or is gonna be contributing on the project. I really do kind of believe that as well, because Travis is that type of artist that would do that. He really is a type of he's that type of generous artist that usually just hands out a lot of stuff, and especially to a lot of people that would help him out. So far, Astro has named the list of artists that he's seen, and one of the, obviously all the Cactus Jack members would have a chain: Luxury Tax, Shaq West, Chase B, Don Tolliver. Now some other artists are Gunna, Young Thug. Obviously he's incarcerated, but we could still be getting Young Thug on the album. Lil Baby is another one that he's been seen with the chain apparently, and that's very interesting. And another one is Roddy Ricch that we just talked about as well in the beginning of the video, and 21 Sauvage. This one has been pretty cool. I really do think we could be getting all those artists on Utopia. I would not be surprised, but I don't know, I just hope they sound good. Obviously Travis just one of those artists that just knows how to sound good with any artist. So yeah, that's pretty much the video, guys. Hopefully you guys liked the video. I didn't get too much news on this one, but I don't know, hopefully the album is coming out in about a month or plus ish. Doesn't matter, I just want the fucking music, Travis. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's been Daniel, and peace.